With Miss Emily, we talked about the creation in 6 days. We talked about when sin came into the world with Adam and Eve. We talked about the flood with Noah and the ark. We've talked about the Tower of Babel and when the people wanted to build the tower all the way up to heaven. And this time we're going to talk about somebody new. We're going to talk about Abraham.
In Genesis 12, we read about the story of Abraham. Many, many years after the Tower of Babel, there was a man named Terah who was from a place called Ur. He had a son named Abram. Abram's wife was Sarai, and they had no children. God came to Abram and said, "Leave your home and your father's family and go to the land I will show you." So Abram left with Sarai and his nephew Lot on their journey. Abram followed God wherever God led him. God made some promises to Abram. One promise was that God would give him a big family. God told Abram to look at the number of stars in the sky. Abram's family would be just as big. Abram didn't understand how this could happen if he didn't have any children. Abram and Sarai thought they were too old to have children, but still Abram trusted in God. God promised Abram the land of Canaan would be his family's land. God also promised Abram that through him all peoples would be blessed. That blessing would one day be Jesus. God changed Abram's name to Abraham and Sarai's name to Sarah. God sent 3 angels to tell Abraham that he would have a son. At first, Sarah laughed at the thought of having a son at her age. But later, she realized that God always keeps his promises. So why are we learning about Abram? Why is he important? Well, Abraham was the father of God's people. In Genesis 1 through 11, we learn about all the people of the world. But from Genesis 12 through the end of the Old Testament, we're mostly learning about the family of God, which is Abraham's family. And so that's why he's so important. So let's remember the 3 promises that God made to Abram. He promised him a big family. He promised him a special land. And he promised that there would be a blessing on all the people of the earth that would come through him. Here's our memory verse. God made a promise to Abraham. Genesis 26:4. So if you'll practice that this week and then send me your videos, then maybe we can play them next week. All right. It was good to see you all today, and I can't wait to see you at church. I missed you a lot, and I hope you're doing well. See you next time. Bye.
Hi everyone, for this week's homework, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going on a trip like Abraham. So you're going to get to pack a bag or a suitcase. And you're going to bring the most important things that you may need on your trip. So the things that I'm bringing are my sunglasses. I'm going to bring my Bible so I can study God's Word. I'm bringing my water bottle. I'm going to bring my sunscreen, and I'm going to bring something to eat. So I'm bringing an apple and an orange. So I hope y'all enjoy this week's homework, and I hope y'all have a lot of fun with it. Bye. See you next week.